I'm going to read to you an article from our textbook, Reading Explorer. It's our first reading in chapter 1a. I like this book kind of. The World's Game. It's about soccer or football. Throughout history, humans have played some kind of kicking game. What the world now calls football, or soccer in the United States, began as far back as 2500 BCE with the Chinese game of Cuju. 2500 BCE, that means before the Christian era. However, the sport we know today originated in Britain. In the 1840s, England's Football Association established a set of rules, and the modern game was born. Today, more than 200 million players all over the globe participate in the game, truly making soccer the world's sport. So why is soccer so popular? Maybe it's the game's camaraderie, the feeling that the team on the field is your team. Their win is your victory, and their loss is your defeat. Or maybe it's the game's international quality. In countries like France, England, Spain, and Brazil, major teams have players from many different nations, and these clubs now have fans all over the world. Or perhaps it's the promise of great wealth. A number of professional soccer players, including Brazil's Neymar and Nigeria's Victor Moses, come from poor families. Today, both of these players make millions of euros every year. Soccer is popular for all these reasons, but ultimately the main reason for its universal appeal may be this: it's a simple game. It can be played anywhere with anything, a ball, a can, or even some bags tied together, and anyone can play it. You don't need to be rich to play soccer, says historian Peter Alleghi. You just need a flat space and a ball. It is this unique simplicity that makes soccer the most popular sport in Africa. Here, even in rural areas far from the bright lights and big stadiums, children and adults play the game, often with handmade balls. Now we're going to be reading on the second page, A Love for Soccer. The story of soccer in Africa is a long one. In the 19th century, European colonists brought the game to Africa. Early matches were first played in the South African cities of Cape Town and Port Elizabeth in 1862. In time, the sport spread across the continent. Today, several of the game's best players come from African nations, including Senegal, Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Nigeria. All over the continent, thousands of soccer academies now recruit boys from poorer cities and towns to play the game. Many learn to play in their bare feet, and they are tough, creative competitors. Their dream is to play for the national team or to join one of the big clubs in Europe someday. For some, the dream comes true. But the chance to make money with a professional team is probably not the main reason for soccer's popularity in Africa. Soccer is the passion of everyone here, says Abu Bakari Abdul Ganiyu, a teacher who works with youth clubs in Tamale, Ghana. It unifies us. In fact, more than once, the game has helped to bring people together. In Ivory Coast, for example, immigrants and Muslims faced discrimination for years, yet many of the country's best soccer players are from Muslim and immigrant families. As a result, the national team has become a symbol of unity and has helped to promote peace throughout the country. All over Africa, soccer is popular with parents and teachers for another reason. It keeps young people, especially boys, in school and out of trouble. Most clubs in Tamale, Ghana, don't allow boys to play if they don't go to school, explains Abu Bakari. We're trying our best to help young people and to make them responsible in society. Soccer helps us do this. For us, soccer is a tool for hope.